Absolutely, and I think it kind of is a segue into a little bit what we're trying to do with Scandinavian Data Centers in terms of we're trying to be quite disruptive in the sector. The way we see it is that in terms of we have the twin transitions. We have the green economy, the decarbonization of our economies going on in one end of the spectrum, and in the other end of the spectrum we have the AI explosion, the whole ramp up of the digital infrastructure, and it's extremely power needy. And these two currently are loggerheads because the more power we need, the more we need to pull power out of our grid. And there's before we completely decarbonize our grid, that means we're ramping up the amount of carbon we're producing. So the way we see it at Scandinavian Data Centers, or the way Scandinavian Data Centers started, was that I was introduced to my now business partner, Simon Engeldorf. He had been in banking, private equity, and actually had to jump in as CEO of a pretty large portfolio company and kind of resurrect it and make it really take off, but had been part of an exit process. So he was looking for this next stage in his career, and I was looking at what could I do? What kind of iteration of a data center platform could I do? And we started discussing. Simon's both a doctor and economist by training, so he's looking at the world a little bit differently than most, and I'm looking at it from the entrepreneurial lens. And basically, we landed in we wanted to try to create the world's greenest data center platform. Now, that's quite bold to say that, but if you look at like what we saw then as the drivers, the variables, Sweden has one of the least carbon intensive grids, electricity grids on the planet, so that's a very good start. But also we wanted to work with existing facilities if we could. Much better to take a building and retrofit it than taking a forest and shoveling it and putting a big box on it. At least that was our thinking when we started this project. But most importantly, we want to be really smart with how we work with the excess heat, the waste heat from the facilities.